Are you telling me this motherfucker's name is Coco Bussy?
Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Alright, time to do some odd jobs around the outskirts of Uldar. So, what levels was all the things that I have at the moment? Because I kind of forgot. So, Pugilist is level 5, Gladiator's at level 6, Thaumaturge is at level 6. Okay. So yeah, we still have quite a bit to go before we actually, continue the plot. Oh, MMOs, why do you have to have so much fucking content? Lots of homework, so 8.0 when you get everyone to 90. Yeah. That'll take me about, 3 years going at this pace? By the time I finally get to the new expansion, another expansion would have been announced. And probably just started. Man, for a desert city, Uldar really likes to waste water, doesn't it? Sure like to flex how much money they have, yeah? You'd expect a city in, like, the middle of a desert to be a bit, desolate, but no. Look at how much water we can legally piss away. Alright, now we're going back to the tried and true method that we learned back in the day when we were messing around with Marauder. Hit rocks. This time with our fists. As long as it isn't grey water, I think they can get away with it. Fun term I learned long ago. I have no idea what the hell that is. Would you mind elaborating for those uninformed? They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Alright, that was... I don't even know you, but yeah, sure, okay. Grey water is unpurified but locally sourced water. Ah, okay. This objective being named He of Subtle Heat yet? No. We are still very early in the Pugilist storyline. We're only like level 6. Yeah, clear water is purified and filtered water, yeah. Just never heard the term grey water before. Though it makes sense. Yeah, here's your shit. 12 bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good men like you, I'd never leave home. And with that done, Thaumaturge. Whip. Time for boring-ass caster combat. Let's go. Blackwater is chemically or fecally contaminated water. Ew. So grey water is just kind of the in-between. Man, caster combat is so fun. I gotta bitch about it every goddamn stream. I gotta. Grey can range from faucet water to heavy city rainwater. The type that might get you sick, but also might boost your immune system. Yeah. Russian roulette, but with your stomach. God, this combat is so fucking exciting. Oh my god. Sitting here pressing a single button. Like, I joke about it all the time, but at least it's not as bad as, like, classic mages. Spam Frostbolt from fucking level 1 to level 60. Literally all you do. That's how I became big and strong, by drinking straight from the hose. Also, I live in a rural area, so my water is, by default, better. Look at you throwing out your goddamn privilege. Hee hee. God, I fucking hate Lalafells so much. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with a wonton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist. What brings you out to our bazaar this fine evening? They're half my size. And I'm supposed to be taking them fucking seriously. I hate him. The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers ended up sliced to ribbons by a beacon talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand? My brothers, not again. Oh, are you brothers with those other 5 dudes? Explains why there's so many Lalafell around here. Apparently they breed like rabbits. They breed more than the fucking rabbit people in this game. Great, we're back to Jawa. We're back to the Jawa look again. Oh, well, I'm in the desert, so it at least, fits. Somewhat. Yeah, bunny people are cool, man, and not the only bunny here. Hey, I fucking love Final Fantasy XII. I love the Viera. I think they're really cool. It's just giving the average person the ability to play as a Viera just makes me like them less. So everyone makes them all cute and shit instead of, badass like Fran. It's funny you mentioned that. Can't believe that certain casts of bunny men are banned from reproducing. They sure are, yeah. Kind of why in Final Fantasy XII you only see female about to say Volterra. Wrong game, Viera. Probably because they fuck like rabbits. Nah, we established this shortly before you came in. Lalafell fuck like rabbits. Yeah, something having to do with their surnames. I don't remember, but man, it fucking sucks. Yeah, it was interesting, but also very weird lore. Alright, time to go back and talk to Brothers 2.5 Pints. Seem to have done well. Both eyes intact. Face appears unshredded. Truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. This is one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist, distressed by my deadly downpour. Wah ha 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 ha. I hate you and your amount of alliteration. Cringe. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty fucking cringe. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Jacksick, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. Won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerer's destruction. Right, it is that, brother, okay. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Byogo, or you, Barney, or Bezzy, or Boha. Hold up. Are you telling me this motherfucker's name is Coco Bussy? I couldn't take Lalafells, like, seriously before. This motherfucker's called Coco Bussy. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Bruh. Come the fuck on. Coco Bussy, what are you doing here? You promised. You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Bussy. Stop calling him that, please. But Jackson here was most insistent. Sniffle, and once again you brush me aside and hope that I abandon my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Bussy, stop fucking calling him that. You shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Byogo is. That was Coco Bussy, our youngest brother, so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Coco Bussy's determination. I can't take this fucking scene seriously. That he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Well, that was weird. The Fujos are becoming too strong. We have the Ronzo and the, derpy face. I really like the Ronzo as well. It's kind of a shame that the not Ronzos in this just aren't as cool looking. Remember Body's comic where one adventurer suggested that Lalafells are tied to Final Fantasy goblins with their height traits, reproduction speed, and etc. She was stabbed so no one else learned the truth. But really, can't wait for you to get into Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, see all the designs for Viera, Moogles, and other races. Don't worry, I have played Tactics Advance. Could be worse, it could be called Coco Melon. Oh, fuck. Thank God. Oh, it sounds like shenanigans are about to happen. So you're giving the earth sprites what for? Well done, Jaxic. By smiting stone and earth, you forged unyielding weapons of your fists. You are nigh endless fount of vigor, Jaxic. Aye, just like myself in my younger days. Yeah, we get it, you're old. God, enough with the fucking Lalafells already. This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course he's promising. He's training on a Haman Holy Fist. Hee hee, that's our Master Haman. Jaxic, I don't believe I introduced my assistant yet. This is Chuchuto. Chuchuto. There we go. At least your name isn't, you know, obnoxious or hilarious. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Hamon's right hand, but he already has a right hand. Though there's still much and more I have yet to learn. Together, let us strive for mastery of our art. Chuchuto joined the guild soon after I was made its master. He was my very first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one other, to be sure, but let's not dwell on the past, Master. It was Jaxic's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my gil from him? My gear is rather worn down, and I do need the money for repairs. Yes, Jaxic's future with us is bright indeed. If he keeps up his efforts, he may well become the next Holy Fist. What a laugh. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I'll have another little lesson for you. Ha ha ha. He's going to die. God, the salmon shirt is back. We cannot escape the salmon.
The salmon.
Tactics is the Shadowbringer expansion with the Garlean front stuff. Right, so I won't be seeing it for a while. Good, it's finished. And with that, this stage of your training is complete. This time, your enemies were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents you will face in the future. Regardless, I have faith that you will do well. Master your sword and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training, Jaxic. We'll speak again. Oh, guess we're gonna just go out and kill a bunch of shit for a little bit. If you're having fun with people's names now, wait until your best new race and Endwalker. Is it those tiny bunny people that I've seen? Do they have terrible names too? Even better, they pick their names themselves. You'll have tons of jokes material. So you're telling me they have, like, My Little Pony-esque names? Because that's the only thing I can think of for, like, a race of people that pick their names. Just have to wait and see. It's gonna take me fucking forever to get there, so I'm 100% going to forget. Ah, well, it'll come as a surprise when I get there. Man, thank God I get an AoE really early on. At least with this class. Sorry, job. Man, that's such a Japanese thing to call, like, a fantasy class a job. Like, no matter where they are, they always think of work. God, I hate having to use the fucking PS5 touchpad. Like, mouse controls. It's so fucking awkward. Central Thanalan, Central Thanalan, and Central Thanalan, because of fucking course. For situations like this, I need that soundbite from Smiling Friends.
Oh, we were right there, man!
I'm messing keyboard like everybody else. You and HM are weirdos. See, the reason why I play on controller is because playing on PlayStation, I have absolutely no fucking idea why, but every single time I try to, like, download the game on PC, I get an error message telling me that, like, oh, I can't download this because of so-and-so file isn't there. It's like, yeah, no shit, that file isn't there. I'm trying to download it from you. Like, fuck. I've gone through, like, so many different forums trying to, like, troubleshoot the problem for, like, fucking years. And, like, I just can't find, like, what the fucking problem is. Like, this is literally the only way I can play this fucking game. Oddly specific. I know, right? Like, it's one of those things that's, like, so specific, you'd assume that, like, there'd be a very like, definitive guide on how to fix it, but no. But yeah, going back on the whole fucking mouse and keyboard versus controller thing, like, at least the controller, controls, for a lack of a better term, is actually pretty good. I should know, because I'm a fucking weirdo that plays World of Warcraft with a fucking controller. That game is super not built for it, but I do it anyway. Like, those who saw the Plunderstorm stream that I did, like, a month or so ago, know how fucking awkward that game is to play. Just by watching my footage. Oh god, yeah. That's the response I get from most people. You know what the fucking funniest thing about that, about all of that is, though? When you go through a dungeon, and, like, you have, like, very salty DPS players just, like, you know, just being pieces of shit.
What? What the fuck?
Yes, exactly. And, like, they're always bitching, it's like, oh, so-and-so isn't doing enough damage, blah, 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 blah. Then you look at the DPS charts, and you're out DPSing them on a fucking controller. I think the funniest time I've had that happen to me was when, what was it? Oh, yeah, it was, like, after BFA, I think it was, when, Retribution Paladins got, like, really shitty, and it was, like, the patch after they got fixed. They got a massive rework. No one knew how the class played, yet still, somehow, I was topping DPS charts. It's like, bro, just use your fucking AoEs. Chemicals healer brain dead, but I'm, sweating some dungeons. I've tried healer in this, but it was only those, you know, like, AI fucking, party member dungeons, so I don't know what it's like playing with an actual group. But I did try the AI dungeons that, WoW recently added, as a healer. And their AI runs around like normal players, so they barely know what the fuck they do. And, like, they never group up, so healing is fucking awful. Healing is fucking awful in WoW, I've learnt. I do not play healer very often. I wanted to use the AI dungeons to kind of ease me into it, but no. It fucking sucks. I mean, as a healer, as long as you do your duty, your ability to clear dungeons is completely reliant on your party. Yeah. Really, all you need to do is just keep up a heal over time on the tank. You should be fine. It tends to be the situation 9 times out of 10. This is why I like single player more. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. It's like, with all my time, like, messing around with, Warcraft, the stuff I enjoy most is the stuff I do by myself. God, I hope the, like, new single player shit that they're doing in the, next expansion is actually good. So if delves suck, then fuck, that's gonna be awful. The idea of single-player dungeons with a, like, single NPC that you can have as either a healer or a tank is really cool. Yeah, variant dungeons was a big thing, but that, kind of flew under the radar, right? So it's a thing here in this game, because of course it is. Yeah, like, I remember back in the day, it was, like, a new MMO would come out, people like, oh, this has this cool thing. And it's like, oh, Warcraft already did it. Now, these days, Warcraft is like, hey, we're introducing this cool new thing. It's like, 14 already did it. Like, back when Shadowlands came out, like, one of the major things was Torghast, a giant fucking roguelike tower dungeon thing. And everyone's just like, oh, that's just, what is it called? Deep Dungeons? Like, Palace of the Dead? Cool concept, not many people, me and the crew, didn't dive too hard into it, right? I think it might just be because, like, 14 just has so much shit that you can do. That, like, whenever it introduces, like, something new, it's like, this is cool and all, but I could be doing this. But Warcraft, on the other hand, it's like, we introduced this new thing. It's like, oh, okay, we're forced to do this because it's either this or raiding or Mythic Plus dungeons. Well, guess we're just gonna be sick of this for the next 2 years.